first of all, Matty and Robbie Wilmot, obviously great servants for the club, goes without saying.
Yeah, two good lads. Obviously we're a little bit sad to see them go. Robbie was obviously based around not playing. He wanted to play, obviously regular, and Matty was obviously a family decision. But yeah, the two of them have been brilliant service. I actually thought the club was class the way they've handled the situation, obviously, and granted Matty his wish. So I have to take my hat off to the chairman, to the board, and to the club. Not many clubs would handle situations like that with the class and the dignity that they did. And I think Matty was really grateful to them as well for allowing him to have the conversation with Hartlepool. And I reiterate everything I've said. I think I've said it in the past regarding Matty and Robbie. To be honest, the two cracking lads. To be fair, it was just unfortunate that I couldn't give them the game time that they were looking for. But they've been really. I can't speak highly enough of them, to be honest. And I'd much rather be speaking highly of people than not, which is the type of person I am, positive rather than negative. So we thank them and we wish them well. And again, I think it's important that we give the club the mark of respect that they deserve and the way they handle the whole situation. To be fair, because I have to be honest, I was trying to talk Matty into staying with me. So Matty will tell you that himself. And we had umpteen meetings, we had umpteen conversations, but look, I failed in the end. I think his family won out in the end, and obviously we wish him all the best.
Does that, I mean, given the fact you were trying to talk, that shows you need players in that. Do you need cover, do you feel, after letting two out, or is it a case of wait and see? Well,
they didn't want to be cover. They didn't want to be cover players. They wanted to be playing, which is quite right. I think all professional footballers want to play and want to be on the pitch. So they were quite right. They wanted to play. They wanted game time, and obviously that wasn't something I can't guarantee any player game time. I pick as I say Monday to Friday and obviously on a Saturday. The lads are in decent form. Their performances have been good. It's just a case of closing them fine margins that seem to be going against us, trying to get some of them decisions in our favour that seem to be going against us. And I'm pretty confident with this group of lads that once that happens, we'll get on a real strong run, and we'll have a real strong finish to the end of the season. But guaranteeing players, I don't think I'd guarantee any footballer games of football or regular starts. I think that would be wrong of me. I think it's up to them to earn. And at that moment in time, I couldn't guarantee. I couldn't make guarantees, nor can I make guarantees to any player in the change room. It's them who have to guarantee their own position, not me.
Will you, after two out, will you look to get two in?
Not necessarily. It's not necessarily going to be, and I think I was fairly consistent with this. We've let three go in the loan, so that's five in total. Yeah. That doesn't mean there's five going to come through the front door. No, not at all. Anything I get in, I want, as I've said all along, I want them to strengthen the team, not the squad. I want them to come in and I want them to go on the pitch. I don't want them to bring players in to sit in the stand or to sit on benches. I've got enough bodies, I've got enough players here at the club at this moment in time. But yes, I am looking to strengthen. Yes, I will be bringing in, but I certainly won't be bringing in the 5, 6, 7, 8 players that and I think I've said that all along. I hope I've been consistent with that. I don't think this squad needs massive overhauling. It just needs adjusting. Now, I don't know who's going to knock on my door next, to be quite honest with you, and I don't know if clubs out there fancy any of our players. So all of that is an evolving and a fluid situation. When those situations occur, or if they occur, I'll have to deal with them as pair. But it's just being active and preempting what could come in and what couldn't come in. So. It's just staying on our toes and having players earmarked and ready to when the necessary time or occasion arises.
Is midfield an area you feel needs strengthening? Or?
Well, I've got Aaron Wildig, I've got James Waite, I've got Aaron Lewis, I've got Scott Bennett. I've got, who else have I got? I've got Mariah Welch, and that's 6 players. I've also got Lewis Twamley, so that's 7 players that can play in there. So if you were going along on numbers, I would say no.
No, that's just in numbers, because I think, well, Lynn, in the numbers game, Lindley, Matty, Robbie out, you know what I mean, and in case...
Yeah, but you got to remember, Lindley and the lads that I left, the 3 loan signings weren't even making the 18 or the 20, so look, I look at the 18 and the 20 and that's what I want to strengthen. I don't want to strengthen 23, 24. Yeah. So, no, I'll be bringing players in, rest assured. There'll be a couple of players coming in over the next, hopefully, days. I've spoke to several players. We're well down the line. We should be, fingers crossed, should be next week. If it's not next week, it'll be the week after. Can't put a time scale on it, but the players have been spoke to. There's been offers put in for a couple of players, and I'm hoping they will be on board sooner rather than later. But I've got enough confidence and faith in the group that we've got, but I just need to add a couple of players to them and strengthen the team, not the squad.
Think back to something you said last week, the week before, about Adam Lewis and the fact that adds balance. Is left footer something that comes into your consideration when you're squad building, or is that just the next part? You look at what the player does first.
Yeah, you want left footers on the left, right footers on the right. Mickey Dimitri left side of centre half. Adam Lewis is a left wing back. So that's obviously that gives you a nice balance. So that's nice that you can have that balance. Other clubs work inverted, whereby they play them on opposite sides, so they can roll in off the line and see the pitch and see the goal. But we tend to like to go down the outside. We tend to like to put crosses in the box. So that's our preference, our way of playing. But yeah, the left footers on the left and the right footers on the right give us good balance.
Rochdale, it's a big game, isn't it? In terms of just keeping that. You can really stretch away from those that are in maybe the bottom third, as you like. It's an important one, isn't it?
It's a big game. Yeah, it's a tough game, big game. Any game on the road in this division, any League 2 game is tough. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a fight. Like I say, there's 3 points available, and I think both clubs will be really going hammer and tongue to get the 3 points. We've been very, very unlucky over the last number of games that we've not collected maximum points. So obviously that will be our aim, to get the 3 points. We've been playing really well. Although there was some hairy moments last week against Crawley, I don't want to see that too many times. But other than that, we're in decent form. We're in good form on the road as well. So look, we're growing. We're getting better. We're improving. And tomorrow will be a battle. You don't go to Rochdale. You don't have it easy at Rochdale. Nobody will have it easy at Rochdale. It's a real tough club, real tough set of players. Jim has assembled there. He's done a great job since he's come in as well. Him and his assistant Nick Chadwick, who I know really well. The pair of them, they're good characters, good people, know the game, and no, it won't be easy. It will be a really, really tough, competitive game tomorrow, and you expect that in all League 2 games.
Tough as in Wimbledon, tough, or a different sort of tough?
I think it'll be a battle. Yeah. It'll be a battle. It'll be a fight. It'll be a scrap. There'll be no quarter asks, no quarter given. It'll be one of them, and it'll just be who maybe takes the couple of chances that they get on the day. So, if the chances are presented, we take them. You've got a chance of winning the game. So. Strong at the back. If you can remain strong and resilient at the back, if you can keep a clean sheet, you give yourself and your team a hell of a platform to build on.
Have you had to have a bit of a lighter week on the feet for the players after the sort of 3 and 8? Well,
they had a couple of days off. Yeah, we had a group in. There was a group in training Tuesday, but they were curtailed in what they could do with the weather, with the conditions, with the facilities. Obviously. Other than letting them swim out in the grass, we couldn't really do much with them, to be fair. So 4G sessions, gym sessions, pool sessions, spinning sessions have been probably the order of the day since I've landed here in Wales, because it's not stopped raining since the day I've come down. We've given the couple of days off. We got back at it yesterday, and obviously we go again today. Bear in mind the schedule they've had as well, to be fair. So look, they're well coached, they're well drilled, they've got enough mileage in their legs at this stage. It's about ticking over. It's about giving them the rest at the appropriate time, gym sessions appropriate time and things like that. But yeah, they had a couple of days off. Certainly the ones who played the majority of the games over the Christmas period for us.
Did you get your apology, or has there been any reaction to what happened in added time?
I still haven't forgot what I was accused of. I still haven't forgot their behaviour, the officials' behaviour. I've spoke to the LMA and I've spoke to PGMOL on Tuesday morning. I actually went in after the game on Saturday to shake the man's hand and to get me an apology. That wasn't forthcoming, so look, who knows which way they'll go, who knows which way they'll take it, but I certainly ain't going to let it lie. It's become an issue with me over the week, and it's festering with me, and I'd like them to do something about it. We had an opportunity after the game at 5:30 when I knocked on the door to shake hands and to maybe be manful about it, and they refused. They didn't want to engage with me. So hey ho, when the opposition manager is backing me up on it as well, and the video evidence is backing me up, I don't know what they'll do next, to be quite honest. But look, let's deal with that when it comes.
Clearly bristles, because it's your reputation, I guess.
I don't think they care. They don't care. We care. We're passionate. We care. It's their jobs. It's their livelihoods. I don't know how far they look into it or they investigate. I don't know. I've never been in this situation before. My disciplinary record, which I pride myself on, is exceptional. So it's new territory to me.
So, Darren Byfield said it's just football.
Unfortunately, there's football people and there's non-football people. So look, that's the scenario we're in. That's the scenario we're dealing with.
And one thing is, there were a minority of jeers when Omar came on Saturday. How frustrating is that as a manager?
Didn't hear them.
But if it happens for a player, do you ever need to? It is a minority, so it's what I said from a sort of home fan.
There was a lot of cheers for Omar as well when he put Will Evans through. There was a lot of cheers for Omar when he crossed the ball. Was a Doncaster for Will Evans, and there was a lot of cheers from when he scored goals at the club and all that. So at the end of the day, he's our leading goal scorer. So it's very as professional footballers, as professional management and coaches and players. When you go into that zone, you tend to block out the noise that's coming. Or has been coming. I've not heard too much, to be honest. The crowd was magnificent on Monday. They got us over the line. The crowd deserve a lot of plaudits. They deserve positivity rather than people speaking negatively about them. Because I thought they were brilliant, the crowd, and they dragged us over the line. So that's what we heard. That's what we picked up as a group of players, as a group of management.